You have probably heard the lies. I'm not capable. I'm not adequate. I'm not smart enough. I don't have what it takes. There's no way I could be at home with my kids all day long. There's just no way I could homeschool them. Where do I start? What do I do? What do I teach? Lies. I used to believe some of these as well. But the truth is, God made you a mother on purpose. He has equipped you for the teaching and training of your children at home. And He uses ordinary, faithful moms to raise extraordinary kids. Today, I'm going to debunk those lies and give you real, practical ways to start, whether you have one child or many. Welcome back to Shandy's Sacred Space, a place where overwhelmed mamas are reminded that motherhood isn't just hard, it's holy. Here we slow down, breathe, pray, and get to the root of what's really going on so you can rise up stronger in the Lord. Let's trade chaos for clarity and discover the sacred strength available to you right here and right now. So let's jump right into it. Lie number 1. I'm not capable. I'm not adequate. I am definitely not smart enough. But what is the truth? The truth is, capability isn't only about credentials. God equips the called, and learning to teach is a skill we can grow in. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. 1 Corinthians 1:27 says, God chooses the weak to shame the strong. These are encouraging scriptures that remind us of what God says versus what society and culture may whisper around us. And if I'm being completely honest, I never thought I was going to be a stay-at-home mom, and I never thought I would homeschool. But here I am, and I consider it such a privilege, such an opportunity, such a joy to be able to spend as much time with my kids as I can and be able to teach them. How incredible is this? Now, right now, my sweet children are 4 years old, 3 years old, and 1 year old. And so I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, and that's why I'm making this video, because it doesn't have to look a certain type of way. But we'll get into that later. You don't need to be a perfect teacher, just consistent. We can read aloud, ask questions, and especially model wonder. So a simple action step. Start with 15 minutes a day of reading aloud and 2 simple hands-on activities per week. Keep it simple. You can do chalk on the driveway and bubbles. Lie number 2. I have too many kids. I couldn't handle multiple ages. So here's the truth, mama. With a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, I have to be super flexible and I have to be super creative. Multi-age learning is actually a strength. Older siblings teach younger ones, and family rhythms make learning sustainable. Charlotte Mason-style living books, family read-alouds, and rotating independent work will help you. So right now, this is my plan as a new stay-at-home mama homeschooler. So I decided I was going to actually look at this as an opportunity for one-on-one time. So my plan is to sit with my 4-year-old, go over the alphabet, look at a book, go over letters and sounds, while my 3-year-old is playing with my 1-year-old in their room. And then after I'm done with my 4-year-old, I'm going to switch them. So I'll sit with my 3-year-old while my 4-year-old and my 1-year-old play in their room. More kids equals more helpers. Your oldest can be the best assistant and perhaps will be the best assistant you've ever had. We can truly train our kids to do anything. We can model what we want to see in them. Lie number 3. I have a baby. It'll be way too hard to homeschool. The truth is, babies learn by being present. Short, consistent lessons plus baby-friendly spaces work wonderfully. So obviously my baby is not really a baby anymore. He's 1.5. So I still put him in the pack and play so I know that he's safe with some toys. But you can be really intentional. If you have a baby who is under 6 months old, that baby's going to be sleeping a lot. So you can wear the baby while you teach your child, or you can be intentional about remembering when your baby regularly falls asleep and teach during that time. It does not have to be perfect, and we can be super flexible. We can have a routine, we can have some sort of rhythm in line, and then adjust accordingly as the time goes on. Think this way. Nap times are the golden teaching times, and wake windows are playful, hands-on learning opportunities. So here's a practical idea. Plan lessons in 10 to 20 minute blocks. Pair baby play with an activity for older kids, something like a sensory bin, or bubbles, or maybe coloring with crayons. It does not have to be complicated, Mama. You can keep it very simple. Lie number 4, my kids won't know how to be social. Well, the truth is, socialization isn't only classroom peers. Homeschoolers socialize with mixed ages, adults, and in community activities. So remember, quality over quantity. If you are homeschooling your kids, you are probably going to be homeschooling them with their siblings, and you're going to be spending a lot of time with them throughout the day. If you're really concerned about socialization, you could always look for a co-op. We are not isolating our sweet children. Rather, we are being extremely intentional about where they spend their time, who they spend their time with, and really magnifying or illuminating our time with them to be able to teach them as much as we possibly can simply by just doing life together. Line number 5, I would never be able to stay home all day with them. Now, I'll be honest, as I mentioned earlier, I never thought I was going to be a stay-at-home mom, and I never thought I was going to homeschool. I grew up going to a very small, very safe, wonderful public school, and I had a wonderful experience there. However, I remember being very bored because there's so much lecturing going on. So as a new homeschooling mama, I am so excited to be able to be creative. We are going to do homeschool inside. We are going to homeschool outside. We are going to go on field trips. We are going to do science experiments. A lot of our math classes will start with baking and measuring. We will go to the library. We will go to the museum. We will go to the beach. We will go hiking. We will go exploring. Homeschooling is going to be the greatest adventure my children have ever experienced. And as you can probably tell in the sound of my voice, I'm so excited because God has equipped us to teach and to train our children. If we have taught our children how to talk, how to communicate, aren't we able to teach them everything else they need to know? If you're anything like me, you've always have been surrounded by schools, and that children go sit at a desk for several hours a day and they go to school. But it doesn't have to be this way. And if you have this deep desire to be a homeschooling mom, I want to encourage you and inspire you and tell you this is an amazing opportunity to spend so much time with your kids at such a critical age and to sit with them and to learn how they learn the best. As a stay-at-home mama and a new homeschooling mama, I am convinced that there is no greater teacher for our sweet and precious babies than us. Mama, we are equipped by God. We are adequate and we are capable. God places children and families as a gift and a responsibility. I love how Psalm 127:3 words it. Children are a heritage from the Lord. Proverbs 31 shows us that these women, walked in faith, teaching, in daily presence in their homes. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. She looks well to the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Proverbs 31, verses 25 through 28. Parenting is part of being image bearers, loving, instructing, and stewarding the next generation. We are given the most sacred, the most holy, the most incredible opportunity to raise our precious babies for the Lord, to teach them, to train them, to instruct them, to teach them all there is to know about God in this beautiful world around us. I pray that this video was so encouraging to you. I pray that you know you were made for this, mama. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with another mama who could use some homeschooling encouragement today. And stay tuned for some more homeschooling videos about curriculum and rhythms and all the good stuff.